Welcome to Straight Up Math, a channel where I deliver a math concept as simple as possible. If you'd like to try similar problems seen in the video, I've included a link to practice problems in the description below. When you practice, be sure to check your answers. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask them in the comments section. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel and send me suggestions on other problems you'd like to see. In this video, we're going to factor trinomials in this form. And by that, I mean that the value in front of the x squared is going to be greater than 1. You'll see that it's a 5 in my first problem here that I'm going to factor, and it's a 6 in the second problem that I will be factoring. So to do this, instead of just explaining it to you, I'm just going to do this, and hopefully you can watch the pattern as I go. All right, so when we go to start this process, I want to focus on this first term, and I want to get the factors of this first term. And the factors of 5, and we're kind of lucky here because 5 is prime, the only factors of 5 is 1 and 5. And then I look at the last term and I list the factors of 28. So 1 and 28, 2 and 14, and let me erase that because I want a 14, not something that looks like a 19. So 14. And then we have 4 and 7. And if you remember in the other video that we factored trinomials where the value in front of the x squared was a 1, all we had to do was focus on the factors of this last term and see which ones added up to the middle term. Well, this being a 5 complicates things. What we have to do is we have to take these factors and they get multiplied to the factors that we're going to use. And I'll show you. So I need 39. So that means the pair of factors that I take over here, one of them will be multiplied by 1, the other one will be multiplied by 5. Now to get 39, what I am going to do is I'm going to take 5 and multiply it to the 7. That gives me 35. And 1 multiplied to the 4 gives me 4. 35 and 4 give me the 39 that I need. So now that we have that sorted out, I need to make sure that I write down everything in the order that I need to. So the first thing I'm going to do is put down my 1x and 5x in the front. Now, this gives me the 5x squared right there. 1x times 5x is the 5x squared. That's where that comes from. And then this 4 and the 7, I need to place them in the back. I don't know what order yet, but the reason why I'm using 4 and 7 because 4 times 7 is 28. That gives me that number right there. However, to get the number in the middle, I need to multiply this 7 by 5 because remember we said that gave us 35. And then 1 times 4 gave us 4. So 35 and 4 is that 39 in the middle. So if I were to multiply this 7 by the 5, that 7 needs to be placed right here. And the 4 needs to be placed right there. And then I'm going to put down, I need it to be a positive 4 and I need it to be a positive 35. So everything's positive in this case. So the reason why this works, this is our answer. And we could rewrite it to be x plus 7 times 5x plus 4. All right, now that we have our answer, I will take a second to explain how the middles actually become. So the 1x times the 5x, we know that gave us the 5x squared in the front. The 7 times the 4, that gives us the 28 at the end. Now the middles come from, if I take the 1x and I multiply it to the 4, that's 4x. And then if I take the 7 and I multiply it to the 5x, that's a 35x. So I add those two together and I get the 39x in the middle. So this middle comes from the sum of the product of the insides here and the outsides right there. So let's go ahead. I'm not going to do as much of explanation on the second one, but let's go ahead and do the second one. So the factors of 6. The factors of 6 is 1 and 6 and 2 and 3. So this is not a prime number. It's a composite number. And so we're really going to have to think about this one. 14. The factors of 14 is 1 and 14, 2 and 7. So I need a 25 in the middle. So let me think about how that would happen. So if I did 3 times 6, or 3 times 2 is 6, 2 times 7 is 14. That'd give me a 20 for the middle. 2 times 14 is 28. That's too high. 3 times, so it's not going to be the 2 and 3 and the 1 and the 14. 3 times 2, I don't know. I'm kind of stumped here. So which ones would it be? So 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times that's 14. 2 times 7 is 14. 3 times 6, that's 20. Oh, right here. 3 times 7 is 21. And 2 times 2 is 4. So you can see that even I will struggle finding the right combination of these, and it's just a matter of really taking your time, think your way through it, and finding that right combination. So 21 and 4 is that 25. So let's go ahead and write this. So the 2 and the 3 are going to go in the front here. All right. So I'm going to put a 2x right there and a 3x right there. And remember, the 2x times the 3x gives me the 6x squared. And then at the end, I need the 2 and the 7 at the end, but I need the 7 to be multiplied by this 3. Well, if the 7 is going to be multiplied by the 3, I'm going to place it right here. And that means that the 2 needs to be placed right there. And then let's just check our signs. Yeah, we want it to be a positive 21 and a positive 4, so that means that these both need to be positive, and those need to be positive. So that is our answer, 2x plus 7 times 3x plus 2. Visit our website to practice more problems like the ones you saw in the video. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share.